I found out that I was funny in prison. I didn't start doing stand-up. I wasn't collecting the people. Hey, y'all come in here. I'm gonna do a show.
Here, I'll do it like this.
Hello.
Hello, hello, gotcha. Welcome to Positively Charlotte.
I didn't know I was doing this.
And she's dead.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that one.
The man, the myth, the legend. Steve-O, how are you? All right, y'all, it is a new year, so what better way to get the new year going than with an excellent guest, a funny man. He's coming to Charlotte. Welcome to the Comedy Corner. I'm Alicia Quarles.
I'm Ryan Miloff.
And we've got Ali Siddiq. Ali, welcome to the show.
How you doing? Thank y'all for having me.
So you are in Charlotte on the 10th. First of all, let's talk about what can people expect from your show?
It to be funny.
We know that.
What else would they expect? What else? Well, I don't do magic or nothing. Me telling stories, being funny. Yeah, I don't have much more than that. A nice outfit. I'ma smell good. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the fit check? Because I've read when you first, started doing stand-up, you wore the wrong outfit and you got booed off the stage. And then you came back the next week with the right outfit on and life was really good.
I don't think that's accurate.
Okay, tell me.
I wore a suit to a place where people wasn't wearing suits. The outfit was nice. It was just the wrong demographics for a suit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went. Now, y'all saying like my outfit wasn't good. No, I don't think that was it.
I said it wasn't good. I just said what fit can Charlotte expect? Do we get the suit? What do we get?
I don't know yet. I'm not there. It depends on it. It's a lot of stuff in my little luggage when I get there, so I don't know. Charlotte. I've been to Charlotte a lot of times. So I don't think I've ever let Charlotte down as far as the outfit is concerned. It ain't even really about my outfit. It's about how I feel in it. I don't care if it's some peacock feathers.
Right.
As long as I feel good,
Look good, feel
straight.
good. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this. I love the fact that you said, yeah, you're signed to UTA. You've got a big agency, but that you've always taken control of your own career. I can relate to that. So just talk to us about the hustle.
I'm not signed to UTA.
I guess I read a wrong article because the article said, okay, that's dated.
That's dated article. I left UTA 4 years ago, and took control of our own situation 4 years ago. I don't have an agency. I'm not signed to a management company. I just have my team, which is my road manager and my actual manager, Joe Eschebaugh. And we backed by Outback, the touring company Outback, not the steakhouse. I think they bankrupt. So now I'm not signed. I'm a total independent situation.
Well, talk to me, I guess, about the power of that.
And I like it. I like it like that.
Why? Because a lot of people think you have to be signed with a big agent, big manager to make it, but you are proof positive that sometimes you can take your career into your own hands.
Yeah, people still think that though. They still think that. And that it's just a work ethic. Sometimes you gotta do things on your own, and then sometimes people want everybody else to do everything. So, I've always been an entrepreneur. If people look at, how I came up and what I used to do, that's an entrepreneurial situation. It's just, this is just on the positive side of things now. So I just took the same work ethic and just applied it to stand up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, talking about that work ethic, I feel like not in your past, you can, that brought into storytelling. You talked about your family, it always being part of storytelling. That's where you get your storytelling from. Going to your past, your before stand-up, before prison. How do you think that really affected your storytelling?
Just that's how I learned everything I've ever learned from my grandmother, my mom, my uncles, my dad, everybody. When they teach you something, it starts off with, hey, come here, let me tell you a story. And let me tell Miss Lisa story. I don't want you to feel like that that UTA thing was like some type of mistake, because people still, an article was written about me a long time ago, and people go into, well, you started doing stand-up in prison, and I always correct them, like, no, there's no comedy club in prison. Somebody just wrote that. I was like, no, I said I found out that I was funny in prison. I didn't start doing stand. I wasn't collecting the people. Hey, y'all come in here. I'm finna do a show. So don't
Got a type
feel bad
5.
about that UTA thing. It hasn't been that long.
I
I've
did.
been
You could
out
have
of
snapped at me. I was like, well, shoot, I thought I did my research, but okay. I'm messing with you.
the storytelling, that's just a part of my family. It's not an art. And then, I grew up watching, being able to follow storyline. I grew up watching Dallas and Falcon Crest, and General Hospital. I needed to know, Young and the Rest, I need to know what Victor was doing. So, it's just me being able to follow a storyline, and, because I used to have to watch the stories from my mom, and I would have to tell her what happened, from the beginning. Like if this is before VCRs, I was my mama's first VCR, beta.
You were the big betas. Ali, you said the question that you get asked the most is, what can people expect from comedy in your city? Are you tired? You tired of that question?
No, when people ask me what can we expect when you get to town, I'm like, I like, because I only do one thing.
I'm gonna make you
And
laugh.
then so, so I'm like, hey, I'm making hats at the show. I don't know what to, what to say. I'm comedy stripping. It just, it's one of them things that when I don't even pretend like I know the answer to every question in an interview. And, some things, because I don't know the answer to it, I just try to, kind of make fun of it because I don't know. Some journalists ask this question a lot, and just like the prison thing. So when you was in prison, like, I've been out like 28 years, right?
Right.
I got like a lot of things going on. Like, I just bought a restaurant. Like, did that come across? Like,
Okay, what restaurant did you buy? Tell us about this, because we didn't find that in our research.
Yeah, my daughter's a chef, and she had been running this restaurant for 2 years, and the chef wanted to sell it. So she had he gave her the first right of refusal since she has been running it for 2 years. And then she called her well-to-do father and was like, hey, his restaurant is for sale. I would like to purchase it. And I was like, well, how much is it? She sent me a number. Then I called them and I sent them the money, and she just signed off on it the other day. And that's a huge
Congratulations.
accomplishment for. Thank you. That's a huge accomplishment for a father to really see his daughter. My daughter is passionate about the culinary arts, like I am about stand up, and to see that in her, is a great deal. I just people like, man, she's a tyrant. You know what I'm saying, in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Because I'm one of the people. Because I'm independent. I don't really need a lot of people around me. Like Charlotte. This is what you can expect. You can expect me to be on time.
Oh, we like that.
And you might want to be on time because I don't have an opener. So I just do the whole show myself.
Why don't you have an opener?
I need more time. Because I'm already doing 90 minutes, right? So sometimes I look at the clock and it'll be like 5 minutes left, and it's so many more things that I needed to say. I need another 20 minutes, I need another 15 minutes. So I just took away the opening aspect of, oh, my bad, I went the wrong way. I just took away the opening aspect of it because I started doing it in Chicago, just coming out myself, and then I did New York, I did Atlanta, I did maybe like on 100 out of the 100 city tour that we just finished up in Houston. I think I did maybe 15 cities by myself.
Oh wow.
So I'm I'm real polished at what I actually do. So I think I just need more time sometimes. And sometimes I tell stories that just happen. Like it's like 4 stories that I'm gonna be telling in Charlotte that just happened. So I gotta. It's on my brain, so I gotta say it.
Right, and it's a little more intimate too. You're going in and you're like, I'm getting the Ali Siddiq experience for the next 2 hours, and that's all you're getting. But
and we getting ready to shoot some new specials in February, and then we're gonna change the tour name. And I constantly be answering my family, my friends, strangers on the street. Hey man, what would be a good tour name? Because I came up with taking the exit, but I don't want people to think that I'm quitting. Like I'm being done. So I'm like, okay, I can't
That's not
say
like you're insane.
you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the
So I
Ali
don't
Siddiq
know.
experience. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's on the table. You know, so yeah, Charlotte,
Your city doesn't
and
matter.
I got a real connection with Charlotte because I used to be at the Comedy Zone, and I love them. And one of the managers there passed,
Yeah.
and I really hated because he used to pick me up from the airport,
Wow.
and he would always tell me, "Hey man, you're not gonna be in this club long. I can see it coming." And when they redid the Comedy Zone, I was the first show when they redid it.
Oh,
And
wow.
I said, "Oh, so y'all brought me back because y'all put down carpet." Oh, okay. So, and I'm on the wall in that club. That was the first club to put me on the wall. Um, and then Philly followed and, some other places. And I used to go play basketball with Hef, on Fridays when I would get in. So, but I like Charlotte a lot. You know, I distributed one of Charlotte's finest, Ryan Davis, one of y'all comics. I put his special out on my page. That's a new thing that I'm doing with my YouTube page. I'm putting out comics that, I feel that need an opportunity that's not dealing with the industry or the industry turning their shoulder to them. So I'm putting them out and sharing my platform and my people. Because the comedy and the entertainment is for the people. It's not isolated to me.
Right.
So and I put out Patrice O'Neal, an old thing on Patrice O'Neal just for the love. Sidney Castillo, and then quite naturally Marcus D. Wiley, my good friend. So I put his special out. He has a new one coming out in February. Malik S is coming out in January. I just dropped a new one called Mondays.
For you, because you said you've got in Charlotte 4 news shows or stories that you want to tell. So for you, is comedy cathartic? Are you thinking instead of like going to therapist, I'm gonna go talk to these people?
Comedy is definitely my release. Definitely how I move, and I'm always find something new, a new story to tell. Because I live 24 hours every day, and it's gonna be something that's gonna happen that I want to tell people. I want to tell people about. I was just in the elevator, and I'm thinking like how I'm gonna tell this story about this man coughing in this elevator. You're supposed to cough a certain way.
In your arm.
Yeah, like
It's
Dracula.
like it's like some common courtesy. It's a common courtesy cough when you like in public, brother. You know what I'm
Especially in a
saying?
closed
You
space like
just
that.
like he just coughing just in the open. Just hey, if I get sick, it's gonna be a problem. I know what floor you're on. You too old to be not knowing cough etiquette. And he was man, cough etiquette, brother.
It's coughing like a 5-year-old.
What if I sneezed in here towards you? I'm just
That's a
trying to
good
figure it
response.
out.
Yeah, that's kind of a good
Yeah.
response.
Yes.
That's too funny. I guess is there anything off limits for you on stage that you won't talk about?
Yeah, certain personal things with my mom, I won't talk about. Cause I get tired of getting called to her house. And I'm over it. I would say something, my mama call me. It's like it's like the interview is not even out yet. And then she'll just call me like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." I'm
A
like,
mother's instincts.
what's crazy is my mom is my worst tenant. Like I own properties. She is the worst tenant. Like she asked me, could I get a sprinkler system put in at the house? Because she does all this gardening. She said, "Hey, can you put a sprinkler system in the house?" I said, "Yeah, but I got some tenants that's not paying their bills, so I need to try to collect that money first." She's talking about, you need me to talk to them. I said, yeah, I would love for you to talk to him. And she has this huge mirror in the house. I said, "Hey, come this way." And she looked in there like, "Yeah, talk to yourself." Because my mom wrote me a check. Like she's been in this house for 4 years. My mom has paid rent twice. The initial move in, and then when I said about that sprinkler system, I owe you money. she wrote me a check, right? I thought it's for the 4 years that you've been there. It's just for the current rent.
It's like I got this month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, Mama said she doesn't need to pay you anything. Okay, she's mom.
Yeah, she keep bringing up this thing called pregnancy. I don't know what.
Right. I'm with mom on that one. That's right.
Yeah, it was 40 something years ago.
Yeah, mama brought you in. She could bring you out.
Like, how do you understand? I don't even understand how that. Okay, when do you stop paying for being born? Like,
It's the gift of life,
You
man.
don't.
Never, I
You know,
guess.
we have to give up our bodies, our time. You don't. Okay,
I didn't have
Mama's
nothing to
Mama's
do
paid
with
her
it.
rent. Mama's paid her rent.
Wasn't
No.
our choice.
It cost. I saw the paperwork. It cost $18,000 for me to be born back in 1973. I think we surpassed that. Like you can't keep using the 18,000.
I'm gonna go ahead and save you because we're going to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Don't save me.
All right, we are back rounding out Comedy Corner with our winners and sinners of the week. So let's start with our winners. I'm going to go ahead and go with Bryce Young. Did he play his best game this week? No, he did not, but that's okay. It doesn't matter because we are still NFC champions. We're still going to the playoffs. So really, I guess Atlanta could be the winner because they lost, so we could win. So thank you, Atlanta, and thank you, Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Keep pounding.
That's a good one.
Ryan?
Let's see, my winner.
They lost so we could win.
Yeah, exactly.
It looked dummy over their hate because we're still in the game. They lost so we
Listen,
could win. Thank you, Falcons.
Do what you got to do to get
Yep.
there. That's all that matters. Once you're in that, it's a
Right.
whole other game. My winner, I just saw that photo of the Venezuelan president get arrested, and he had his thumbs up. Yeah, just looking directly into the camera as he's surrounded by all these, I don't know, wannabe cops or whatever these military guys are. I thought that was just really funny.
Winners of the week for sure. The Texans finally pulled it off.
Okay.
The Texans, they terrify me because they like every game to be close. Hey
Right.
man, just win. Just go on, win. Like, why you gotta be in the last
Right.
7 seconds? Just win.
Right,
Okay.
right.
My center of the week, 50 Cent and Fabulous. Like, yo, man, y'all just make an album. I'm tired of all these diss records.
You,
just make an album.
you mean Papoose? Wasn't he beefing with Papoose?
Man, okay, do we want to go to Papoose? Papoose, hey man, listen. Coming from one ball brother to a semi-ball brother, just cut it off, bro. Yeah, you my center of the week. Just cut it off.
Yeah,
bro.
it needs to go.
Give it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You looking
rough.
like Samuel Jackson and and what was that movie he was in? That was just patchwork.
Was it
Hey,
Pulp
man, just
Fiction?
cut
Yes, yeah. Let
Just
it
cut it
go.
out, bro.
Mine is Stephon Diggs because even though the Patriots had that huge win, he's doing the press conference after talking about this. It's like mac and cheese. You don't change the formula. The mac and cheese is good. But brother, you just got accused of strangling your personal chef. So I don't think any food analogy should be at
Yeah.
play. I need Stephon Diggs to stop getting in trouble. It just play on the field. So he's my center, just for that analogy alone. Brian.
Hey, I
Yes.
did Stephon Diggs' birthday party when he was in Buffalo.
Tell us.
It was a good party. It was a good party.
I bet.
And did he propose to Cardi B on the field?
That's what they're saying. That's what the people were saying.
He proposed to her?
Allegedly. We can't
I don't think
just-
she answered. I think it's just like he went down and then he just got up. Like she was like, no.
I mean, that's a big one to take on. He's got a lot of little babies. That's a lot. He's doing a lot. I want him to sit down. Just get it together, boy. Ryan, who's yours?
Mine's not as good as that one because I don't know if you can top Stephon Diggs talking about mac and cheese. But the new Stranger Things, I just thought that was garbage. After all that hype, they released it in movie theaters, and just for something to be that bad.
I like this show.
I did too. But the new season is just.
It's a new season. Okay.
But it's had all this hype. They released it in movie theaters. Like, how often do they release TV shows in movie theaters?
I know the Mayor of Kingstown need to be released in the movie theater because they need to hurry up with this next season. I know the season finale just happened, but I need to see.
It's a good show.
You got to see what Jeremy Renner's up to.
I need to see season 6.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of good shows, we know yours is going to be phenomenal. So, Ali, Siddiq, we want to thank you so much for joining us on Comedy Corner.
Thanks again.
Man, thank y'all for having me. Extremely.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.